Get started. Again, thank you all for being here. My name is Sally. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm the HIV decrim specialist on staff at PWN. And I'm honored to be co-hosting this space with LaDawn Tate, one of our PWN members from Detroit. Um, we will be talking about our HR1 Resource Toolkit as it is officially launching today. We'll get into what it is, but first I want to ground us in our PWM Votes series, which this webinar is a part of. So, PWM Votes is our civic engagement and voter education initiative designed to build the knowledge, skills, confidence, and political clarity of women, transgender people, and gender diverse people living with HIV. We believe that people living with HIV are automatically subject matter experts. So we're trying to encourage voting in a way that is informed. Um, yes, we want you to vote, but we want you to know why that matters. So understanding how policies are made and how we can engage with our policymakers and in the voting process. Um, yeah, and how does that connect to HR1? Well, our HR1 toolkit is highlighting why it's important to vote. Um, all the decisions that came out of HR1 are a reflection of the decisions that our legislators have made. And always remember that our legislators are representing their constituents. We are their constituents. So we want to make sure that folks understand what's at stake and why we have to make sure that we're holding our legislators accountable and choosing to vote to make sure that legislators that actually represent our needs are reflected in our House and Senate. Um, Many community members are asking, as far as HR1 goes, what does this mean for me? How could it impact my health care? How could it impact HIV services? What can I do? Um, Basically, this toolkit will address all of that, um, and has pretty good explanations of the important issues within HR1 and lots of resources from our different organizations, as well as ways to take action to protect HIV care. You might ask, why now? HR1 was passed on July 4th of last year, which is almost a year ago now. Um, many things have been implemented already, but there's still more to come. Um, so we really want to make sure that folks know what has happened, how we can still advocate there, and also what to expect moving forward, and how we can be proactive against the things that are to come. But this is really a way that we want folks to be able to use this toolkit to stay aware and vigilant against the administration. Um, we know that this information has been overwhelming, even for us. I've never seen my email inbox flooded the way it has been in the last year. Um, and same thing on social media. Um, all these different calls to action. We're getting policy updates coming in from every direction, and I know that when it's overwhelming like that, it's easy to just dismiss it. Like it's too much. But what we're trying to do here is create one place where you can have an understanding of what's happening. You can learn about the potential impacts, so what may happen in the future, and you will be able to find trusted resources that are coming from trusted media sources, partner organizations, um, and there are also opportunities to take action. We'll talk more about the website at the end and we'll go through it, how to use it. But first, I wanted to introduce LaDawn Tate, and this segment of today's presentation is called LaDawn's Take on Advocacy at the federal level and the importance of voting. Hi, LaDawn, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. If you want to just share a little bit about yourself and your relationship with PWN. If people don't know you, I know you're kind of big time now, so
Hi, everybody. She, her, hers. I am from Detroit, Michigan. I am currently a lead housing peer support specialist, an advocate, and many other titles. Um, let's talk about this advocate. Let's talk about the Hill. So, this was my first time being at A's Watch. And I was a delegate also. I was a little nervous. I was worried. Um, didn't know like what I really wanted to focus my main focus on. Um, but during A's Watch, there was a couple of workshops that I had the pleasure to be able to join that actually got me ready, and I used those skills that I learned to get my team ready. Um, when we got to the Hill, so after attending all of the workshops, um being in person and getting like live demonstration about what would happen, I knew I had this state delegate under. I had it and I was telling Barb, I was like, you know what, Barb, I know I got somebody here that's supposed to like help me, but I feel like I got this. PWN prepared me. I got this. So we went to the Hill. We already had a plan in place. When we had the chance to sit and talk about what it is that we was going to plan, we had a plan in place. I was planning on talking about housing. My other two partners, one was talking about aging and another one was just talking about policy in general. So when we got to the Hill and we was actually talking to our representatives, the flow of how everything went out, I was very impressed. I was impressed at my team. I was impressed at myself. We didn't really have too many interruptions, thank goodness. We was at the Hill when the housewives was there, right? Now I like the housewives. I appreciated them being there. But I did notice they was all reading off these cards, the scripts and everything. And one of the sentences was like, I need a hashtag. I don't have a hashtag for people living with HIV. When I blurted everyone is hashtag everyone is HIV possible, I don't know what came over me, but I felt like it had to be said. It needed to be said, and I was saying it in the background before the Senate came up. I kept saying like, "Yes, y'all hashtag need to be everyone is HIV possible," but for when they heard me and told me to repeat it again, I felt very empowered. I felt like that was the moment to literally end stigma. Like I felt like it was that time, and at any other time, this is it. And I just broke down and explained to them why I feel like everyone is HIV possible is very powerful. I heard it from Tatiana Moten first at a conference, and it was powerful. It stuck with me, and I took it with me. And I take it everywhere I go because it reverses the stigma from people living with HIV. It makes other people that are not living with, it shifts the focus to them. And now the fact that you having housewives actually say everyone is HIV possible, that's amazing to me because the message got out there. And
yeah,
that was the whole point. I want a message to get out there because HIV don't have a face. HIV don't pick and choose on who's going to get the virus. It's for anybody, anybody. Anybody can get this virus. So it was very powerful being on the Hill advocating for everything as far as Ryan White. I felt like I was prepared for this. Like all of my advocacy work was prepared for that moment. And not only did I just end there, I still do it here. I still come. We have new representatives that's coming into place. I'm right there having conversations with them. So A's Watch empowered me to understand why it's important to know who you are voting for and making sure that the people that you're voting for is actually on the same page as you. You want to make sure that they're on this, they want to have see the same things you want happen and they're willing to fight for you. So
yeah.
that's what A's Watch taught me. And being there, it was powerful. It was a
Yeah.
powerful moment.
I love that you had this positive experience at AIDS Watch. Um, AIDS Watch for me, feels the same. It's an opportunity for us to really be in person, learning how to speak with our legislators, going up to their offices, meeting with them personally or their staffers. And these are the people that we're voting for, like you said. So I really love that you had a positive experience. And as I was preparing for this um, webinar, I came across an article where one of the housewives did quote you saying everyone is HIV possible. So I think it stuck with them, it stuck with you, and that's how we combat stigma. Like you said, you know, it it's a great way to shift the focus to people who are not living with and for them to understand that they have to care about this too. Um, so I love that. I love everyone is HIV possible hashtag. Give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just want to know, like, as far as your AIDS Watch experience, was this your first AIDS Watch? Was this your first time advocating at the federal level? If not, like, what was that like?
This was my first time at A's Watch and actually going to the Capitol.
Oh, wow.
Here in Lansing, here in Michigan, we goes to Lansing to have conversations with our federal. But it's just something about Washington, right? Washington's the capital. So it just felt more powerful right there because it's like I'm in the heart, I'm with family, and we're all tackling this together. So it was like a bigger impact because I was with family. I was with PWN members. I was with people just from across the United States. That we all have the same goal. We all have the same focus, and us doing that and storming the Capitol like that, it just felt like a powerhouse.
Yeah. Yeah. So much power in people and um the family that PWN creates. I felt even for myself, advocating at AIDS Watch for my first time, like I got this because my people are here, like if I feel like I'm a little flustered, I know, you know, the next person got my back. We're gonna get through this conversation together. So I really that really resonates with me also. Um, I know we had a lot of other PWM members at AIDS Watch. I invite you all to talk about your experiences in the chat. Um, but yeah, AIDS Watch is one of those places where we do get a chance to be in person with our legislators and their staff. And if we voted for them or if we didn't, we're still their constituent and we need them to hear what we have to say. Um, So, as I said, this webinar is part of PWN Votes. So, my biggest question to you, LaDawn, is an overall question. Why does voting matter? But we're gonna start with, do you remember your first time voting?
I was actually excited. Back then, when we was growing up, voting was like it was announced as a privilege you get to have when you become an adult. So I was really excited about going to have my first time voting. And before I went to vote, I did research. I wasn't too much of an advocate at the time, but I did research on people that I was advocating for. I mean, advocating, Lord, people that I was voting for. I did research, and then I wanted to see like what was their points, like what are they like at the time. My son, he's a hearing impaired. I have a special needed son, so at the time, even though I wasn't advocating for HIV, I was advocating for special needs. So I wanted to make sure that the person that I was voting for cares about my son. Like my son needs certain services. What are
Mm.
you going to do when you get into office? Are you going to make sure this is going to happen? Are you going to make sure it continues? So at that time, that is what I was advocating for was my son. So yeah, I wanted to know like, are you going to make sure that like equipment for the hearing impaired is coming about? Like all of those things. So it was fun for me to actually go and vote for the first time. I was excited. The little privacy booth, I felt important, and I felt like I was actually making a change.
Yeah, I love that. And you were. Um, Similarly, I was excited. I remember my first time voting was in high school. I took like a government class, US government class, and we had a field trip at the end of the year. Whoever was 18 could go on the bus to vote for like the school budget, which was cool because I didn't know, and it was nice to be there like with my classmates and like other 18-year-olds just like trying to figure it out. But, having those experiences, going with my mom to the polls and going under the little curtain with her. And back in the day, she let me pull a lever down. And, that was kind of a moment for me. I felt similar to you, like, wow, I'm an adult now. Mind you, I was a small child,
That's
18. But, you feel grown when you get the opportunity to have that much power to really cast your vote. And that vote means a lot.
That's funny you say that with when you do that with your mom because I'm that auntie and I'm that mom. Like I have to be there with them when they first vote, and I gotta let the whole room know that this is their first time voting, so the whole room can clap for them and all of that, and they be so embarrassed. But I'm that auntie now that I took all of my nieces and nephews. I was the auntie that took them to go vote and made a big deal of it. Like yay, you did your first vote. So that was funny you said that.
Yeah, and thank you for doing that. I think that that is something that we need, especially in the Black community. Like, our vote is very powerful. There have been studies that show that the Black vote has influenced a lot of different races, the Black vote
Yeah,
alone. So
yeah.
to know that you're out there in your community, in your family, encouraging young folks to get out and vote, that means a lot, and I'm really glad to hear that you're doing that. And I got youngins in my family, so they can't vote quite yet, but when they're able to, I'll definitely be
Be that person.
handling
Yeah,
my inner LaDawn and getting them to the
you did
polls and
it.
embarrassing them too. Um, but I would say, there's a lot of conversation recently, especially with how things have been going in the past few years, and especially since this current administration. What would you say to someone who feels like their vote doesn't matter?
You know what? I'm going through that now. My son do feel like that now. He was excited his first time going, which, but now he like, what's the point of me going to go vote? It don't really count. And I had to actually explain to him, like, look, it does. I know deep down it don't feel like, but think about when we stand together as a community, what is it, the impact that it's making? So your vote does count because you're standing with your community to get things accomplished. And if you don't vote, that one vote could have been the vote that could have swayed certain things. And my son was like, don't be putting all that pressure on me, making it seem like my vote. But I'm saying, think about how many other people are also thinking like you. So if you don't go and vote, just think your vote could have been that vote that probably could have swayed this election in the way that we wanted it to go. So it's important to go and vote and don't think that your vote don't count because it really does count. Don't listen to all of this stuff that you hear because regardless of what, it starts on a local basis.
Yes. Voting at every level is very important, equally important. And thank you for saying that. And yes, the vote matters. It might feel like it doesn't, but how much effort does it really take to vote? Just go do it. Feel proud about it. Like you said, it's important to do your research and choose the candidates that fit your values. Um, but it doesn't take much to vote. And
Right.
um, yeah, just got to do it because it counts. So thank you for sharing um, about voting. Again, I invite folks in the chat to talk about um, why they feel voting is important, even in times where it feels like their vote doesn't matter. Um, but I also want to talk to you, LaDawn, about HR1 and healthcare. So one of the reasons that we created this toolkit is because the federal policy decisions that have been made are having real world impacts on healthcare access within the US and outside of the US. Um, I think many of you know, like Medicaid provides health coverage for millions of Americans and many, many, many people living with HIV. And in many states, Medicaid is the primary source of healthcare coverage for people living with HIV and their access to treatment. Um, so we know that we're fighting for Medicaid, we're continuing to fight for Medicaid. But something that happened earlier this year was that the enhanced premium tax credits expired. And that's part of the ACA or the Affordable Care Act marketplace, which helps people purchase health insurance when they don't have an employer to cover it. So the premium tax credits was making it more affordable to have that insurance and to use that insurance. With those tax credits expired, marketplace consumers are facing much higher premiums, almost to the point where they cannot access care. So, for you, LaDawn, I just want to ask, um, what concerns have come to mind when you hear discussions about Medicaid and ACA marketplace plans?
I can speak from my personal experience. Um, we're dealing with the fact that now that certain Medicaid programs don't even qualify to be on the ACA. So I was a Molina holder, insurance holder from the ACA Act. This year, Molina is no longer on Marketplace.
Mm,
So the trying to find a plan that will have my primary care doctor, my ID doctor, and cover my medication without high premiums was it's still very touch and go. Although I am taking my medication daily and I still have access to get my medication, right now I am considered out of care.
mm,
And I am considered out of care because I have not had a lab. And I have not had a lab because unfortunately our Michigan Drug Assistance Program do not cover labs. And I am having a hard time far as getting my insurance together. These premiums without the assistance, we're looking at paying darn near $500 or something a month for our insurance here in Michigan, and that is not. So it's like to the point to where I have to choose to whether I'm going to have my Medicaid insurance or am I going to pay my DTE bill. And
mm.
that is the crisis that I'm dealing with here. I think a lot of us is dealing with this everywhere, but I'm speaking from personal. That's the crisis that I'm dealing with right now.
Thank you for sharing your personal experience. And I think that, you know, there's something to say about how uh, politicians are prioritizing funds for certain things over funds to keep Americans and people in the US safe, healthy, and able to access the care that they need. Um, and I'm sorry that you're experiencing that. And it tells me that, this um, enhanced premium tax credit expiration not only is raising costs, but it's also disrupting care. You talked about having your primary and your ID and all in the same plan and trying to find a new plan where they all participate. That's a disruption in your care, and there should be continuity of care regardless. So what do you, my question to you would be, what would you want policymakers to understand about healthcare affordability and continuity of care, especially for people living with HIV?
You know, as I'm reading the chat, I have to really highlight what Kelly said because it's period point blank. Healthcare is a human right, and it is. And it's not fair that you all get to sit at these tables and you get to sit and decide, oh, you got to have these many work requirements in order to get this. Oh, you got to do this in order to get this. Oh, you got to pay this amount plus this amount and then this amount and then go here to do this amount in order for you to get into care.
Yeah.
Why we got to go through all of that when, again, it is our human right? We
Yes.
shouldn't have to jump through all of these hoops just to get some type of insurance to cover us so that we can be able to get into care. You all should be offering it to us. Like you this
Yes.
what I
And
would say is make sure you get out and vote. Please get out and vote. Please.
absolutely. And you talked about jumping through hoops. I just want to mention, before we take a look at the HR1 Resource Toolkit, that there is another hoop coming along. And it's not addressed on the website right now because we are currently updating it once a month. So at the end of this month, you'll see updates on that. But in the meantime, we'll be sending you other things. But the CMS just released the interim final rule on the Medicaid work requirements. So if you all remember when HR1 was passed, they're requiring proof of work up to 80 work of 80 hours a month to qualify for Medicaid, unless you meet an exception. Um, so we'll be adding more information about that, and we have some opportunities to take action that are going to be rolling out very soon. So excuse that not being on the website right now, but we'll be updating it soon. LaDawn, I would love if you could just walk through the website with me. Tell me what you like, tell me what stands out. Um, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Um, how do I do that? Oh, okay. And I'm gonna go to our website and we can walk through it together. And Kelly, thank you for dropping all the gems in the chat. Appreciate you. All right, so let me share my screen again. All right. Everybody see that okay?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So this is our HR1 Big Ugly Murder Bill Resource Center. Um, so I'm just gonna run through the sections. Um, First we have overview of what HR1 is, which we're calling the Big Ugly Murder Bill, because that's what it is. Then how it impacts people living with HIV. Then there's a timeline. Um, then you'll find key resources, ways to take action, and then policy recommendations. So if you scroll down, here's just a quick overview of what the Big Ugly Murder Bill is, and mostly focusing on Medicaid cuts, um, and other healthcare cuts, red tape, which basically means, like the Don said, jumping through more hoops to get the care that we deserve. Um, Trans and gender affirming care, and immigrant communities. So there's a section here that focuses on how this impacts people living with HIV. Um, then below that, we have this timeline. So as I just mentioned, and as LaDawn shared her personal experience about, the ACA enhanced premium tax credit ended on January 1st. As you can see, that's the first tick on this timeline. So we have all of this that's still to come. And that's why we're doing this work, and that's why we've created this resource so that we are all well aware of what's going on and how to fight back. Um, the next thing that will come is October 1st. Um, there'll be a restriction on Medicaid and CHIP eligibility for most lawfully present immigrants. So we'll be fighting back against that as well. And you'll be able to find all the updates here on the Resource Center. And this is the most important date, election day. So like LaDawn said, get out and vote. Um, but this is what we're looking at right now. And these are from the Kaiser Family Foundation timeline. Um, and here are resources. These resources are also updated monthly. So you pick a topic that either you want to learn more about, or if you um, are looking to advocate, you could use these resources to deepen your understanding of the different issues. Um, so there'll be only a few links on each one. As I said, they'll be updated once a month, so they'll remain current. Um, yeah, and also let us know, give us some feedback if there's a topic that's not discussed. Um, we can certainly add it. If there's researches that you have that we may have missed, please also share that so we can add that to the toolkit as well. The Take Action Today section really gives us an opportunity to advocate against HR1 and the different things that are coming out of it. Um, and this is also updated once a month. So if things change and we can no longer fight for something, like previously we had the premium tax credit advocacy on here. Obviously, that's expired, so we took it down. Um, and you'll see soon that we're going to add some advocacy around the CMS interim final rule. But this is where can take action. So these are different organizations' toolkits and how to take action there. We know that we push for our folks, our members, to advocate for themselves. So we thought it was really important to have policy recommendations. Um, so under each topic, um, open it up, it'll give an explainer of the issue, and it will give recommendations for what states must do and what Congress must do with resources for each section. These can be used to create talking points if you're having meetings with your legislators. If you want to create a script so you can call your legislators, feel free to use these policy recommendations as well. If you want to write emails, same thing. If you want to teach other people in your community, please feel free to use this resource. Um, and like I said, would love feedback from you all, our members, on what might be missing and what um, you all are looking for or would be what you would benefit from out of this resource. So this is what we have. Like I said, it'll be updated once a month. But LaDawn, I just want to hear from you. Like, what do you think about this website? Any like overall thoughts, general thoughts, specific thoughts, anything? Oh, wait, I can't hear you.
Directly to. I like how you also have, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you good now. Yeah.
Okay. I also like how you got links to where we can go to certain links and find out more information about it. So I like this because it really takes out a lot of the other middle stuff that we've been seeing, and it takes us direct to what we need to know. Whew. What I didn't like about this is that bill that's happening in October. I
Yeah.
feel like they're coming after the kids with the chip eligibility.
Yeah.
Um, mm, mm, mm. But the navigation piece, far as this website alone, I like it. I like how it's set up. I like how at the end where you got, if you want to actually do something, this is how you can do it. This is like a focus of where your the policy that you want to focus on. If this is the one that you want, this is the policy, and maybe this is how you can word it. Send this to your Senate. Like I like this whole website. I feel like it's going to be very easy to navigate. It's going to be easy to use. And if it's any information that I want to be able to come to, PWN have created the website where we can got our one-stop shop. We ain't got to go through all of these other different sites and then you go to this site and then it's going to take you to the next site. Like we have a one-stop shop. Anything you want to be able to come and find out, just come right here when it comes to this bill and we're going to find it all out. Any moves you want to make about it, go right here. It's going to be some encouragements. Everything is right here. So I like this. Very well thought out. This is
Yes.
excellent.
Thanks, LaDawn. That's what we were hoping for. Just having a one-stop shop is so overwhelming to think about all of the little intricacies of HR1 and like even the timeline and keeping up with the updates. So we're
And then
here.
you even broke it down to like Pacifics, reproduction, like Pacifics. So
Yeah,
like if I don't want to know nothing about that, I can go right here to the healthcare and Medicaid cut. You know what I'm saying? We get so many emails, so if it's like one thing that I want to focus on, I can go right here and be able to click on it and get all the information that I need. And then you're telling me at the end, this is how you can go about advocating for it. Perfect.
yeah. Good. I'm glad that you like it. I'm glad you like the layout. As you know, we do this for our members. So to hear you say that it's something that you can see yourself using and it's a tool that seems easy to use, like that means a lot. So I'm glad. I'm gonna stop sharing again and go back to our presentation. Um, let's see. All right. Are y'all seeing that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, cool. So LaDawn, I know we
Look,
talked about you letting us know how to use this and getting the people to make some moves.
you see it. You see them all right here. How to use it. Bookmark it. Some of you all may have Google. Got that little star in the corner. That's a bookmark. Go to that star and click it. So that way you'll have access to this page, this website, whenever you need it, whenever you ready. Someone want to try to have a conversation, be like, no, 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 hold on, I can go right here. Click. Here go the information right here. Share it with your network. Everybody needs to know this about this website, how easy it is to use. And once they get on it, they're gonna already be like, you know what? I like this. Oh my God. Any up-to-date information, they're gonna be like, let's go to the PWN HR1. Yes, use it. Let's use it during our advocacy visits when we go up to that hill. Like tell them, like, look, here on this page you can go on. Y'all can get this information right here. Oh, you want to know how you can go to your hill visit and talk about it? Look, go right down here to the bottom of the page. Here's the here's the policy that can go with that. Like, use it. This create a QR code. If you need to create a QR code, look, it's so easy to go on there and take that link and create a QR code. Wear it. Make sure we have it on hand at all times because this is going to come in handy. And I know a lot of us is tied up in these conversations where a lot of people know they think they know all this information, don't know the information, then be talking about it's incorrect or it's correct. Now you got access to go be able to say, look, here's the information right here. This is the fact. Use it and let's go vote. Yes, come on. Let's go.
Thanks, LaDawn. I encourage folks on the call. Um, this is a call to action. I don't know if you'll get a more excited call to action than you just did from LaDawn. And she
Use
told
it.
you what to do. Use it and vote. So, what is one action you'll take after today's webinar? We know that LaDawn said use it. We know that LaDawn said vote. But tell us what specifically you plan to do after today's webinar. Now that you have this resource at your fingertips, let us know what you would like to do with this information. Um, and we're going to open it up to members to comment. Come off mute and let us know what you're going to do.
I'm gonna be bringing it to my coalition.
Okay, Kenya. Share it. Why?
Yeah. Show them how to use it.
Okay, okay. They said it. I got you.
This is Melanie, and I live in a senior building, and there are several senior buildings not too far from me. And I am going to share this information with them because many of them are on Medicaid. Many of them, their downstream family members are on Medicaid. They need to know what the work requirements are. Some of the seniors are going to be get exceptions to work, but the rest of their family aren't going to be getting those exemptions. So they need to know that information. And so I'm going to bookmark it. I'm going to share it. I belong to a lot of networks. This is going to a lot of networks. And when you talk about LaDawn, go to the Hill, you have to remember those elected officials have time in their local jurisdictions that they have their offices. You can go there too. So you don't have to travel to the capital to reach your elected officials.
Ours is also called the Capitol Hill too, Melanie.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
No.
Ours is
Well,
called the
in
Capitol
Maryland, we have
Lansing.
Annapolis. But
Okay.
they have in Baltimore City and the different counties, they have offices that they
Okay.
go to. So you can meet them there.
Yes. Thank you for sharing that, Melanie, and prime time because most of our legislators will be in their in-district offices for the summer. So I believe the dates are mostly within August. I can confirm that
Yeah, I want
unless,
to bother them this summer.
yeah, show up at their offices. Give them a call, see if you can get an in-person in-district meeting. That's something that PWN would love to help you all prepare for as well. We have tools available to help you all out um, with your in-district meetings as well. That's not on the website, but um, we can do that. So, yeah, thank you, Melanie. And thank you so much for sharing and bookmarking and really appreciate that. Janae, are you still there? I saw your hand up. Okay, maybe not. Anyone else want to share something that they liked about the website or something that they're going to commit to do after today's webinar?
They want to see me.
I'm gonna share. This is Janae. I'm gonna share this with HRC here in Jackson. I'm a part of the steering committee, and I think it would be ideal, definitely, to get them involved. Let them know how easy it is, and if they don't see how easy it is, let me show you. Like, put it in their faces and letting them see right then, and just also trying to ensure that we can get into some meeting spaces if we have to create spaces like town hall meetings to make sure that people in the community that we know how to navigate this, because a lot of people that like elders or even people who have been incarcerated are not in tune with technology. So making these things or breaking this stuff down in person, so people that don't necessarily know how to get to it online understand what is out there, so they know what to do when it comes to voting.
Yeah, and thank you for saying that, Janae. Please feel free to use the resource to create one-pagers, fact sheets. Um, you can take the information that we have is pretty general and relate it to your specific state. So thank you for sharing that and uplifting that not all folks have access to technology and may not be able to access the website. And thank you for committing to bringing this information to those communities. That's very powerful. Um, and yeah, this is what that resource is for. Spread it as far as you can, however you need to. And thank you for thinking of that approach. That's beautiful. Anyone else want to share feedback, what you might plan to do after this meeting? All right, well, hearing none, I want to thank you all for joining us. As I mentioned before, this is a webinar within the PWN Votes webinar series. Here are the other trainings that are ahead of us. The next one will be June 24th. The power of the HIV vote is still alive. Understanding voter suppression after the Supreme Court's decision. So make sure you uh, sign up on our Mobilize, follow us, Instagram, Facebook, and bookmark the site. Bookmark the HR1 resources. It will be updated at the end of this month. And like I said, feel free to reach out to us and let us know if there are resources that you may have or topics that you'd like to see included on um, the toolkit. And I hope you all have an amazing day. And again, I just want to thank LaDawn for being here. You bring such liveliness to every space that you're in, and I really appreciate the advocacy that you do and all of the love that you bring to this work. Really appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Bye, y'all.